Grand Rising, everyone. Happy 1010 portal. Happy Mars Day, the last day of Mars being in Libra, actually. Mars returns to its ruling sign, Scorpio, tomorrow. This is about Libra and Scorpios today. This is about cardinal and fixed energy. This is about the signs that are so importantly making transformations right now, and ways to raise up your vibration and step into these new energies. So, releasing is the key word. We have Mars in Libra for the last time today, until next cycle. We have the sun in Libra, of course. We have the moon that just moved into Virgo. It will be in Libra in 2.5 days, and then we'll have the Libra eclipse. So we have a lot of important events with Libra placements this week. Libra placements meaning Libra suns, Libra moons, Libra risings, especially Pluto in Libra generation. That's Generation X or Zillennials. We also have all the other placements in between, especially Venus in Libra, which is Libra's ruler. Mercury and Mars. If you have any of the outer planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus in Libra, not as potent but still important, especially also if you have Libra North Node or South Node. So currently the North Node and South Node are in Aries, and the opposite sign of Aries is Libra, so we have the Libra South Node. I was born with Libra North Node. So any of those placements are super important. If you have Scorpio placements, I have a Scorpio sun, any Scorpio moon, any Scorpio risings, Scorpio North Node or South Node especially, and Pluto in Scorpio, which is the millennials. Those are super important placements, as well as Mercury, Mars, and Venus. Again, even if you have Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, or Uranus in Scorpio, super potent at this time. And here are some of the things that you can release. And even I am releasing this, especially because I have a fixed sun in Scorpio and a Libra rising, cardinal rising sign. Releasing others, let's start there, okay? Because both signs have to do with relationships. Scorpio with intimate relationships, Libra with love, romantic, marriage, partnerships, friendship relationships, family ships. But releasing others that just don't serve purpose to you anymore is the key. Especially with the eclipse happening on the 14th, so in 3 more days. And especially with Mars moving into Scorpio tomorrow. So there's that eclipse in Libra, which is the new moon. The moon will be conjunct the sun, which will cause an eclipse because the eclipses are based on the nodes. We also have the Taurus full moon in Scorpio season coming up in 2.5 weeks. After this new moon, it'll be a full moon that is wrapping up the past nodal eclipses that were happening for the last 18 months before July 2023, since January 2022. So this is why Libra and Scorpio is super important, and relationships and releasing them, because there is new energy coming in and the cycles are ending with the eclipses. Next up is release addictions. Okay, this is tough for me, y'all. Releasing people is tough too, especially having both relationship signs in my big 3, okay? But again, these are helping us vibe higher and be ready and open to the new energies coming in, the new people with releasing other people, right? The new, not addictions, but the new possibilities. So some addictions I'm not ready to release, but as I release them, I feel better, okay? Especially with meats this week. I've been talking about meats a lot, especially with Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus. Taurus has to do with material things we value, how we feel secure, finances, and resources. And a lot of our resources, especially meat, are just not what they used to be. They're faking meat, they're creating meat, they're feeding the animals certain things, and animals are traumatized, as I've said before this week. before they are brought to our plates. So not only are they being brought to our plates, the trauma is bringing to our plates too, which also ultimately traumatizes us. We eat these heavy foods. We are in the bathroom trying to get them out. We're trying to wake up each day after having a full heavy meal the night before. It's time to release that. Whew, and this is a tough one, y'all. All of them are tough. But I'm saying the people releasing is the easiest, especially as a Libra rising, because there's so many people always around me, always wanting to be in my energy. I love them for it, but some of them need to go. And releasing addictions is super tough because I love my marijuana. I'm not gonna lie. But the less I smoke, I really haven't been a drinker, but the less I drink, the more elevated I feel. But this is the one that none of us are gonna like, and that's releasing electronics and social media. Not releasing it, but cutting it back. Using our phones and our computers and our televisions for more important stuff, like how to get money, like how to keep in touch with people, or how to even find new friends and new relationships, and also how to do things, DIYs. That's like, if you're on YouTube, stop scrolling through the reels about other people and their relationships. As we tap in understanding ourselves more, and I'm going to direct this to an astrology transit. Matter of fact, let me go backwards. I failed to mention that releasing addictions has to do with the Mars trine Saturn transit that's happening on the 13th. There's back-to-back transits all week. So I mentioned that the eclipse is on the 14th. Mars moves into Scorpio tomorrow on the 12th. The 13th is Mars, the planet of action, drive, and energy, passion. And it's going to be in Scorpio as of tomorrow. By the 13th, it'll be trining Saturn in Pisces in retrograde. They'll both be around 0 to 1 degrees. That'll happen on Jupiter Day. So trines are supportive. Mars and Saturn are tough planets, okay? They're maleficent planets. Therefore, trines being supportive and they're both being in water signs, this is flowing energy on how to get rid of those addictions. Take action on how to get rid of those addictions, especially on Jupiter Day, where you can not exaggerate. It may be an exaggeration, but expand on this energy more and be able to take action on it more. Significant day to do the releasing of addictions on Jupiter Day, this Thursday, the 13th. All right, back to releasing electronics. Releasing electronics, social media, cutting back on those things. This has to do with the transit of Pluto in Capricorn, moving out of retrograde and going direct tomorrow, the 11th. Okay, Pluto is in Capricorn. It moved into Aquarius earlier this year. That's when they had all the alien, invasions. There was a whole lot of new technology that came out. That's when Chat GPT came out and all that earlier this year in March. And Pluto was in Aquarius because Aquarius has to do with technology, y'all. So Pluto is now direct in Capricorn at about 27 degrees. It'll finally move forward without going back into retrograde. It goes back into retrograde one more time in 2024, and then we're done for 250 more years until this country, because Pluto is in return in Capricorn into 27th degree. So this week alone and the rest of the year out until Pluto moves back into Capricorn in January 2024. I'm sorry, Pluto moves into Aquarius and back into Aquarius in 2024 is when more technology will come out. So give it a break. Give it a break, because it's going to come in heavy in 2024 at the very beginning. So why not use it more to get prepared for what technology? Why not create some technology, some new technology to prepare for Pluto coming into Aquarius? Use the technology, the electronics, the phones, the social media for more important things other than to scroll and be nosy in people's lives. Listen, I'm nosy as hell too. Be nosy and investigate in people's lives, and be nosy, keep that same energy with yourself. I'm talking to me too as I'm looking at myself on this camera recording this. All right? Cutting off the relationship with yourself is unnecessary. That's where you need to really hone in on. Cutting off your relationship with others, especially via social media, because who cares about what others are doing? especially celebrities. Who cares? What are you doing?